Good evening, mixed martial arts fans. We are live in Culver City, California for the third installment of the Samurai Pro MMA series brought to you by Inca Cola and MMA Elite. I'm your host, Andrew Hagar, here with my broadcast partner, Akosa Akpom. How you doing tonight, Akosa?
I'm doing great, Andrew. You know, talking to the fighters yesterday and in the back, everybody here is super fired up. They're ready to fight hard and ready to put on a great show, so I can't wait.
I can't wait either. We've got a great 8-fight lineup tonight, with the main event seeing lightweights Magna Almeida and Darren Smith go head-to-head in a war of attrition. In the co-main event, it's a battle of bantamweights when Marcus Cowo locks horns with Mike Kubetska. The main event's really interesting in and out of the cage. You got Magna Almeida, a very talented Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner with 8 of his 9 victories coming by way of submission. Then you got Darren Smith, a very technical striker, looking to keep it on the feet and draw Almeida into a slugfest. Who will win? Who will impose a game plan? I'm very excited to find out. Outside of the cage, you got Smith, as a big comic book fan, looking to guys like Wolverine for inspiration. He may not be the tallest, he may not be the biggest, but he gets the job done. So we'll see who can do it tonight.
Absolutely, man. So, yeah, we're going to get started here real soon. So everybody stay tuned, and we'll be right back. I couldn't even hear what you were.
MMA Elite and Inca Cola bring to you 8 professional fights, including a co-main event this evening. So make some noise! We begin Samurai MMA 3! Fans, don't forget to get your MMA Elite t-shirts out front, and also get your Inca signature cocktail drinks. MMA Elite shirts up front. Are you guys ready for some more? Make some noise! Ready for fight number 2, fight fans? Make some noise! Entering first, in the blue corner, undefeated as a professional, Terrion Ware!
Terrion Ware, a very technical striker with a lot of Muay Thai and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu experience. He's been training MMA for about 2.5 years, but he has a 10-year history with the sport of Kyokushin karate, of course being one of the most devastatingly effective forms of karate on the planet. Very impressed with that. Big fan of Kyokushin karate fighters. I'm looking forward to seeing some hard low kicks, some great body shots, and a lot of action.
Yeah, he said he got into the sport, but he was playing football, and when he was done playing football, he wanted to stay in shape, so he started boxing. Then after about 4 weeks of training, he started mixed martial arts. He had his first fight, loved it, and here we are seeing him compete again. He was very confident when we talked yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to see a lot of action, a lot of aggression, and I mean, every time he fights, it's just always exciting. His opponents always know that they've been in a fight. So definitely looking forward to seeing this young man here.
Yeah, so that was one of his goals. Win, lose, or draw. He said, you will know that there's a fight that took place. And they actually have a high bar to live up to.
In the red corner, make some noise! Amaro!
Paul Amaro, boy, is this guy aggressive. He is explosive, has high energy, and really prefers to keep the fight standing, utilize his reach. He's been training for about 4 years, but an interesting story. He grew up fighting and just decided to randomly try a smoker in Georgia. Fought 3 times in one night, won all 3 fights, and decided, hey, why not? I'm just going to keep fighting.
You know, it's interesting to see him coming out to a little bit of, you know, I guess it's metal rap mix, but he's really big into hip-hop. He said he's opened up in the House of Blues. He has a Wu-Tang rap style, and his rap name is Sonny Duckett.
Sonny Duckett, what a name. Already a fan. I mean, you can expect, once again, fireworks and explosions from this young man. And honestly, these 2 guys have been matched up very well. We just saw a great fight between Cassiano and Zani, and you know what? This fight is probably going to live up to the high standards set by that last one. Both of these guys are tremendous strikers, and they're going to come out banging. So we are live with our second bout of the evening here. Amaro lands a hard left kick on the inside. Ware looks to be the stronger fighter here.
Yeah, early on he looks to be definitely strong, but we have a guillotine coming.
Oh, geez.
But Terrion pipes right out.
Amaro has that lanky frame, very difficult to deal with from a jiu-jitsu standpoint.
And now with his back against the cage, unless he attempts maybe some arm bars from here, he has Ware right on top of him, trying to posh up. Great job using that lanky frame to straighten out Ware's legs.
Definitely.
Not let him get a good base.
Absolutely. He's controlling his posture very, very well. Terrion having a very hard time posturing up.
Now Ware's trapping Paul's arm behind his back. Paul gets it out. And we look like we may see a triangle being threatened here from Paul.
Definitely. Good short shots from the bottom by Amaro. Wow.
Really nice use of the old pop-up chair the kids used to play to push him off and get right back up to his feet.
Of course, that just being putting the feet on the hips and pushing. Very explosive.
Correct. I may have just made up the name for that, but if Eddie Bravo
hey, you know what?
It
works.
I can do it.
These guys just constantly scrambling here. Very exciting, action-packed fight so far.
Paul's looking to do the same thing, push off the hips and get back up, and he does.
Big shots from Amaro. Terrion looking no worse for the wear here. Oh, good knee from Terrion.
These fighters are exchanging body shots and knees, back and forth.
Amaro definitely utilizing his aggression as promised.
Yeah, Amaro has to be wary of those knees that are starting to come in. His head's hanging really low. He pops it out, is back to a safer position. Another well-matched fight, it looks like.
Definitely. The matchmaker in this event really knew what he was doing. Ware gets a takedown, but he gets caught in the guillotine.
He's gonna finish this fight.
That is deep.
The head is in there. We've seen Nate Diaz finish fights like this. This is probably the end of the fight. Unless his arm
Amaro needs to be careful, though. Oh!
Look at this.
Great hard show from Ware.
Well, he can reset it, but time is running out. Looks like Ware is going to survive. Very impressive. I thought that was the end.
I thought that was very deep, and I definitely thought it could have been the end. Exciting first round. You know, you got to give that one to Amaro based on his aggression and effectiveness. He landed the better strikes, got a few takedowns, and had that very close submission.
Yeah, just by the submission alone at the end, the submission attempt, I would give it to Amaro.
Don't forget to register for champion number 3 iPad, courtesy of Ika. the girl like Nicole USA on Facebook to win an iPad tonight.
As we begin the second round of this bantamweight scrap here, we'll see if Amaro can continue to utilize his aggression effectively, or if Ware can start getting his Kyokushin game working a little bit. Oh, good inside boxing from Ware, landing some devastating right uppercuts.
Strong.
Amaro gets a takedown, but Ware is right back to his feet. This guy's just bouncing all over the place. Definitely one of the hallmarks of the 135 division. Constant action. These guys do not get tired.
You know, Ware has to be careful. His neck is hanging out there again. One interesting, both of these fighters also kind of had some hard times in their life. You know, Ware grew up in and out of foster homes, and he said sports really helped him with his life. His coaches were father figures. And for Paul, he spent time living in his car when he went over to Georgia and came back here and is fully committed to the fight game. So both of these guys have seen so much adversity. I'm not surprised to see how they're fighting in the cage.
Both these guys landing good shots here. Yeah, it's really nice when you see that the sport has a positive impact on someone's life. People a lot of times misjudge the sport, see it as human cockfighting, but it's really not. It's very enriching and allows for a lot of personal growth, especially if you pour your heart and soul into training.
Right.
Which obviously both of these guys have. They're very, very talented competitors.
Great use of those elbows to the side of the head.
Yep.
And really quick.
Ware gets a nice takedown, but he finds himself trapped in a Kimura, uses it to sweep. Nice shot by Amaro to get on top.
Almost full mount. Ware gets back to back to the half guard here. But Amaro's pouring it on from the top.
Wow, Amaro landing some big shots.
Hard shots.
Ware is hurt. The ref may stop the fight if he doesn't improve his position here. Oh, jeez.
He's hurt but active. Corner calls for the guillotine.
Going for the arm in.
He's trying to get his arm under, which he is doing right now. If he can slide his arm a little bit tighter, he'll have another super. Yeah, he has a gable grip going on under there. He's leaning in. It's another tight guillotine. But Ware looks like his head may be popping out soon.
Looks like he has a little bit of space there.
Really good work. We see Ware get out of another one, get a nice pass, fight past Paul's defenses. As his corner screams finish on top, we'll see if he can get up. These 3-minute rounds are a little shorter than traditional 5-minute rounds.
It's a nice segue into the world of professional fighting for some of these guys that have been fighting amateur, though. Of course, amateur fights being 3 2-minute rounds. These fights 3 3-minute rounds. Another good round for Amaro. I think he's won the first 2 rounds so far, just with his aggression, submissions, and just being a devastatingly aggressive fighter.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you. We saw more effectiveness out of Amaro, both on the ground and in that round, both also on the feet.
Here we are in the 3rd and final round of this bantamweight showdown. Paul Amaro has just been Very aggressive and very effective here. Terrion, of course, landing some good shots and hanging in there, but definitely a little bit behind. Amaro lands a good right knee. Nice knee to the liver.
By my accounts, Ware would have to finish the fight this round to get a decision. I mean, decisions can go anywhere, but that's what it's looking like to me.
I would agree with you. I mean, Ware has just been playing catch-up this entire time. That kick looked a little low.
A little bit low, but apparently not too low. Ware doesn't take much time.
Referee Jason Herzog doing a great job of officiating. Caught that kick.
Yeah, Ware's starting to look a little tired in there, and Amaro's starting to turn it on.
Definitely. Amaro pouring it on now. Really coming forward hard. Ware has landed that right uppercut several times. I'm sure not the way he wanted to, but good knee from Ware, right up the middle.
Amaro just has to be careful of some big shots, the big power. You're starting to see Ware load up with some punching.
This is Amaro's fight to lose at this point. I agree with you. He's got to be careful here.
As Ware's trying to work his way to the back, Amaro slides out effectively, takes a little space, needs to get those hands high.
Terrion just looking so calm and collected right now. Putting together some nice 1-2s. Another great knee to the body from Amaro. Really using that length to his advantage.
There you go.
Oh!
Oh, he wobbled him with that hook, and he's going right back to the guillotine, right back to the front arm. See, drops down. He really has that one arm deep again. I won't call it a fight, but that's the fight.
And he gets the tap.
Beautiful finish from Paul Amaro. It looks like that choke is his go-to bread and butter. We saw him attempt it 3 times, 2 times very tight.
Tremendous showing of perseverance. You know, he didn't get it the first time, didn't get it the second time. Definitely got it after that, though. Exciting bout. Great victory from Amaro. Terrion, of course, having a great showing as well. Real tough guy, you could tell.
That's a happy fighter. A relieved and happy fighter. Amaro's a little upset, understandably so. But wonderful jiu-jitsu, particularly with those chokes. I was really impressed. And with his lanky frame, as you talked about earlier, future opponents better take notice because they're probably going to see a lot more of that.
Absolutely. You know, and Terrion, as is the case with people that have been doing stand-up for a really long time, sometimes you're a slow starter, you like to feel out your opponent and figure him out a little bit first, and you don't have that crazy killer aggressive instinct that some of these other fighters have. So, you know, Terrion maybe wants to go back to the drawing board, look at some things, and I'm sure he'll be back better than ever as well.
Yeah, he looks really upset. Hopefully he goes back to the back, realize, be proud of what he did in the cage tonight, and go back to the drawing board. He's 1-1. He's an early fighter, early career. He has a lot more to do.
Definitely.
Make some noise, Culver City! In the second minute, 10 seconds of the third round, the referee stopped the fight due to a tap out from a guillotine choke. And the winner, in the red corner, Paul Amaro!
Now, I know that was the guillotine choke, they say. I call it kind of the front naked choke because he uses the same hand positioning as a rear naked choke, but does it from the guard. Again, you've seen Nate Diaz do that a lot, and you've seen a lot more fighters use it.
Make sure to get your MMA Elite apparel.